Are you doing everything that you need to do to become successful? Do you know what that looks like? You don't know that you're in the hole. You don't know how to navigate that. I look at old photos like, yeah, this is not a confident person. I don't have many friends. I don't have a social group. It's like, what's wrong? That's when I started figuring out, let me dive in and find some other influencers, change something in my life that will make me happy. Who are you at your core? What do you like to do? Yeah. Do you know yourself, right? If you don't have that answer, you gotta start searching, and that's how you're gonna start breaking that mold. And that's where I found a lot of my success in terms of identity. I'm gonna go back actually, and it all comes down to mentorship, right? The coaching was really big for me in terms of breaking the mold, because that was probably the first step in terms of knowing what am I capable of, right? It's not about how to run ads, how to run marketing, how to write emails, how to attract your clients. It's like, are you the person that people are gonna see on an ad and they wanna be like you, right? So you have to be that person. So let's say, for example, you wanna make $10,000. Are you doing the things that you need to do to make $10,000? Are you doing everything that you need to do to become successful, right? Do you know what that looks like? Do you know what kind of work that looks like? Then you can start doing the work. Right. So there's layers. I would say there's like categories of like where I've started growing. I've seen that growth. Right. So it's a lot. So like college, for example, was graduated, couldn't find a job. I'm like, all right, hit like a small rock bottom. Yeah. Right.
Got your degree to fall
exactly. It's somewhat. My parents like, when you get your degree, you can do whatever you want.
Getting the right mentorship, getting the right social circle, right? Was there anything specific that you learned about yourself or just about life that like made that switch flip for you, right? Because like I said, a lot of our Asian brothers are still stuck in the Asian matrix, right? They're still stuck in the hell. My family telling me to do this. I just got to stick with this and I'm good. And some of them don't get out of it until I'm not saying it's too late, but it's like they're old as hell. You know what I'm saying? They're like 40-something-year-olds still. I hate to say it, still like living with the family, still doing the thing. And I get it. Sometimes that's the funny thing. In the Asian culture, sometimes we praise situations like that, right? It's like, the Asian man, his son is doing well. He's taking care of his family. But let's be honest, that son isn't happy. He doesn't have his identity, right? So how do we break that circle? How do we break that freaking...
It's honestly about self-awareness. That's the first step that you have to take accountable. It's like, are you self-aware? Do you know yourself? First and foremost, to break out that mode, right? If you don't know that you're in the hole or you're not happy, you don't know how to navigate that, right? So for me personally, it was like I was always angry, especially in college. It's like I was always angry. It's toxic environment, right? Roommates were doing well.
Was it because you just weren't getting the finance success?
No, I wouldn't say success. It was just the peers around me didn't make me happy, right? I was not happy for some reason. I was just in a negative mindset. I just didn't see myself as a confident person. If I revert back, I could see myself always wearing a hoodie. Perception is very important. I will always see people perceiving me a certain way for some reason. I'm like, I look at old photos like, yeah, this is not a confident person, right?
What did you think they perceived you as?
I just like small, like unattractive, right? That's how I felt. I just had a feeling. I just didn't know what was that. I didn't realize that until later on. It's like, oh, well, look at the facts. I don't have many friends. I don't have a social group. My friends aren't doing the greatest. It's like, what's wrong? That's when I started figuring out, let me dive in and find some other influencers or change something in my life that will make me happy.